Hey guys, how's it going? So we are here at Heinous Headhunters EXT, the Final Fantasy XII event, and we're going to try to do this with the cheapest budget run we can. Alright, so let's go ahead and go in. We're going to use no items, we're going to clear it in 5 turns total. That includes the first and second wave together, and party of 4 or less. Okay, so we have Lone Lion Squall, we have Star Player Titus, we have Starlight Elena, and we have Avalanche's Jesse. Now, you can replace these two guys with your best DPS. So if you got like your Esther, your Kaito, your whoever's, just replace them. Really what we're going to do here is just burst the damage every turn, but I'm going to show you the reason how and why. Alright, so the first wave does AoE lightning damage, so we have them all just built for 100% lightning resistance. The second wave does AoE wind damage, so we have them all built for 100% wind resistance. And there's also a lot of paralysis in there, so we have them all built for paralysis resistance. If you can't quite get it with these units with the resistances, throw in a magic cover tank. And then take in these guys at lower EX levels even, with better gear or whatever, and you should be able to get the 3000 Lapis. Alright? So, let's go ahead and take a look at their gear. Boop, boop, boop. So we have, on Lone Lion Squall, we have his usual STMR. We have the Sigurd, which is from Season 4 story rewards. It's just 60 attack, that's basically what it's got. Then we've got Winged Heart for the resistances and the paralysis resistance. Hilldigger for a little bit of wind resistance. And then some killers built on him. I'll show the vision card in just a second. So we want to have Human Killer and Beast Killer. So we got that, and we also have LB damage boost of 300%. It won't let me scroll. It's just erroring down the bottom. That's weird. And then his vision card is terrible. Equip better if you've got it. We've got an 80 attack vision card with 25% Human Killer on it. So equip better if you've got it. All right. Now we're going to go to Titus. Titus also wearing the same crappy card. All right. Has killers, the resistances with Winged Heart, believing until the end, which is just attack and LB damage boost. The bad version of Caldebrog, if you have the good version, equip that one instead. Lightning resistance with attack, Beast Killer with attack, wind resistance with attack, and just attack. Okay. And then Starlight Elena, who is a Neovision base. We needed to have her because we needed to have the DPS output for this, so I brought in Starlight Elena. Now, she needs to have hidden power, which everyone should have unless you sold it. Even if you're a new player just starting today, we just tested this. If you start a fresh account, you get hidden power. You also get all the other intrinsic abilities. You get the old ones for like Mazurka and everything. So like login rewards are intrinsic abilities right now, even for new players. So you should get hidden power, and hopefully you have Starlight Elena. Okay, so we have her own STMR on her and her own vision card on her. We have Nyx's dagger on her for fire chaining, because we're gonna try to do fire chaining and water chaining to get maximum damage output for the two different limit bursters. Squall is a fire damage limit burster, and Titus is a water damage limit burster. So she can imbue herself with water, but she needs a little help with that fire. So we have a fire imbued weapon, see, and fire elemental attack. And then we also have her for that 100% lightning resistance and 100% wind resistance and the paralysis resistance. Things like Delta Star Headband, Rider's Armor, Dragon Crest really help out with that Moonshade Earring for the paralysis resistance, then a bunch of killers and hidden power. Okay. Then we have Avalanche's Jesse, which is mainly our breaker, and on the second wave dispels the defense and spirit buffs that the boss has. We have her built for LB fill and 100% provoke, 100% evade. So now she gets 100% provoke and evade if you equip her TMR and STMR. So we have Danger Gets the Blood Pumping and Avalanche's bandana. We also have her with equipped sword, Genji glove, so that she can dual wield a fire imbued weapon and a water imbued weapon. That doesn't give dual wield, does it? Oh my god. Oh, but it would be a sword, so I'd have to equip a fire sword. Whatever, we're fine. So we have Luna's Clothes for wind resistance, And we have Ramu for lightning resistance. And then the rest of it, we're just trying to get the paralysis resistance. And then we went for some LB fill rate. And this Determined Defeat the Empire also has LB fill rate on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in. Bam! Okay, so here we are on turn 1. Turn 1, we're going to start off with Avalanche's Jessie. Avalanche's Jessie, we're going to do Bravery, which is just a 300% attack buff. Boom, awesome. And then Faith, which is just a 300% magic buff. And then Restore LB for all allies. Starlight Elena is going to do Crystal Trinity. And we're going to do Celestial Brilliance, which is just a sword in peril for 25%. 25%. And Human Killer buff for all allies for 150. And we'll Water Imbue herself. And then we'll use Revitalizing Strike. We're going to try to focus on this guy because he has a little bit more HP than the other one. Really, it's he has a little bit more resistances, but whatever. We'll pretend like it's HP. Alright, so we're going to do Slice and Dice Fire. That's a Fire Imbue with Squall, just so he can chain better with everybody else. Let's see, what else can we do with him? Let's do... let's do Splash Hunt and Spiral Cut. And then we're going to do Triple with Squall. And we're going to do Fire Imbue. Let's do anything particular. Nothing we don't already have. And Lion Spirit. Nothing we do not already have. Okay. So then we can just do Fated Circle twice. Okay. Hit everybody at once. Let's go. Alright, so we got a little bit of damage on Renok. And the tiniest bit on Bwagwi. So we're going to do... Alright, so we're going to start off this turn with Avalanche's Jessie. She's going to use her LB to fully break of the opponents. And then Lone Lion Squall is going to use triple Fated Circle for just some AoE SR chaining. And Starlight Elena is going to use triple Revitalizing Strike for some AoE SR chaining, and then Star Player Titus is going to use his triple Spiral Cut, which is a single target SR chain. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off on Renok, and we're going to wait until we see Titus blink twice, like his casting animation, and then we're going to switch to Bwagwi, because we want that third cast from Titus to hit to Bwagwi. Okay, so let's go ahead and chain everybody together. Alright, and they both did. Okay, alright. So let's move on to phase 2. Alright, so phase 2. This one's a little bit easier, but if you have Avalanche Jessie this turn, do not start with her LP. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Avalanche Jessie is going to do attack buff, magic buff for that 300% buff. And then we're going to use Ace in the Hole for Mirage. Starlight Elena is going to do Crystal Trinity, and she's going to do the Sword in Peril, Water Imbue, and SR Chaining. Lone Lion Squall is going to use Fire Imbue. We choose to fight back, and Fated Circle. Star Player Titus is going to use triple Quick Strike, and he's going to use Ace's ability and Slice and Dice Fire. And does this do any water amp? No, it just water imbues. We'll do Splash Hunt, because whatever. Alright, so we'll go ahead and buff with Avalanche's Jessie. Go ahead and send everybody else. If you can focus on Ba-Gaman, he's the tanky one here. So focus on him. Now we're probably not going to kill him this turn, but we have 3 turns to kill him since we finished the other one in 2. Alright. So we're going to start with Starlight Elena is going to do Crystal Trinity, and she's going to do Revitalizing Strike 3 times. Lone Lion Squall is going to do... Well, now here's where we have to do... We start with Avalanche Jessie's LB, okay? Start with Avalanche Jessie's LB. So the bosses had a defense and spirit buff on them, so if you use her LB, it dispels that buff, but it doesn't dispel anything that you've already put on them, and her LB is also an 87% defense and spirit break. So now we have the 87% defense and spirit break, and it also does imperils. Her LB is amazing. So we're triple casting SR with Starlight Elena. She's pretty much going to do that the whole time. Now, we are going to do star player Titus's LB and chain with Squall, because star player Titus does not have an AoE chain. So like if you decided to chain with Titus and Elena, then you would only be hitting one of the enemies in a chain cap. So we're going to do Ba Gaman, target him, and AoE chain with Squall, AoE chain with Elena, and cap with Titus. And you can send them all three at the same time. Alright, now if you do not kill Ba Gaman here, that's fine, because we still have one more turn. Alright, so we go ahead and we use the LB with Squall. Let's go ahead and use triple SR chaining, Spiral Cut, and Crystal Trinity is going to do triple SR chaining. All of this is going to be way too much. It's going to overkill it, but that's fine. We want him dead. Alright, so we got SR chaining from Avalanche Jessie, from Elena, from Titus, and Lone Lion Squall is going to use his LP, and there we go. He's super dead. So there it is in 5 turns, 4 units, no Kaitos or anything crazy or anything like that, no time-limited gear, nothing too insane. Hopefully you guys can do this. So let's go ahead and take a look at the damage details. We have Lone Lion Squall with 1 million, star player Titus with 2.7, and Starlight Elena with 4.2, Avalanche Jessie with almost nothing. Alright, and we would have gotten all the rewards. That's it. Again, I'll go ahead and look at the gear real quick. And we have the Bahamut on Squall, we have the Diabolos on Titus, we have the Ifrit on Elena, and we have the Lightning Resist on Jessie. If this doesn't work for you, if you can't quite do it, bring in a Magic Cover Tank as your 5th unit. So, you know, opt out to not get the Mystery Crystal, bring in a Magic Cover Tank as your 5th unit, and then gear these guys to the teeth. You wouldn't have to gear for like wind or lightning resistance or anything like that, and you'd be able to get it then. Okay, and then you can go through on a slower clear of however many turns it takes with just remove one of those guys, and the Magic Cover Tank should still keep your team alive. It'll just take a few more turns. So you could do the same setup, but you just run a Magic Cover Tank. All right, hopefully this guide helped you guys out. Much love and peace. Hey guys, so I'm going to let you in on FFBE's worst kept secret and how to save up to 20% on FFBE. Amazon coins are the best way for you to buy in-app purchases in games like FFBE, War of the Visions, or any other mobile games that you might enjoy. All you have to do is download the Amazon App Store and install it, and then from the Amazon App Store you download FFBE or any of your other favorite mobile games. You log in, you buy the Amazon coins, then you take those coins and buy the same bundles, the same lapis, but it's cheaper because you saved up to 20% when you use your Amazon coins. Also, if you decide to use your Amazon coins, then it's a great way to support this channel as well. So, if you do spend money in game, and if you want to save some of it while also supporting this channel, click the links below. Quick shout out to the Amazon App Store for supporting this video. Thanks guys. Now on to the main event.